Hello everyone, I hope you'll find this tutorial useful and welcome to my channel. In previous two videos we found the way how to set up our CAD files into the Revit, and CAD files were exported from SketchUp, and we will use this SketchUp model for reference. So if you need CAD drawings or SketchUp model to follow me, leave your comment with your email and I will send it as quickly as possible. So yeah, this is what we are going to model and to achieve in Revit. In today's tutorial we will model just a concept walls and slabs. Okay, so let's do it. Let's open our ground floor level and let's keep this 3D view open so you can see what is modeled and how it is modeled. Let's start with the simplest. Let's just model walls first. Let's check the thickness. So it's mostly 300 by 300 everywhere. Okay. So let's create a wall. I have already 300 concrete wall as a concept wall created. If you haven't, so you can make it here. Later on we will change the finish internal and external, but for now on let's crack on with 300 concrete wall. Okay, so we have set up already levels and let's use this. So let's check our elevation first. So our wall height needs to be with an offset for the floor slab -400. So let's use our wall up to level 1 and top offset -400. Okay. One, two, three, 4. Okay. So our external walls for the ground floor are ready. Let's do the same for the first floor. Let's check the wall thickness. So it's 400 here, 300, so it's 400 there. 300. So I'm not sure why here it is 400, so let's take a look. Alright, okay, yeah. So that's just because the roof is extended, that's why this part is a bit thicker. Okay, so it's always good to have a SketchUp model for reference so you understand which wall applies where. Okay, let's start with 300 walls. I'm using finish face exterior, so it aligns with one of the lines. So just click the spacebar and switch. Just as simple as that, and it will be up to the roof level, the wall height, and it starts from level 1. We don't have a floor slabs modeled yet, but we will do that next. So these are still 300. 300 there. there. And let's model this part as well with a 400 thick concrete wall. Make sure they're aligned, yes. And also we have small extension with 400 concrete wall, I guess. Yes. And 400 here for just a small balcony. Okay, let's check our elevation, one of our elevations. So our elevation, our first floor walls need to go up to the roof without any offset, I guess. Let's check that. Yes. So let's update our walls and remove this offset. So now it is correct. Yeah. And also let's model some internal walls as well on the ground floor. They're mostly, so it's 300 and 150 there. And just 300 around stairs. Okay. But for the ground floor we need to keep offset 400. Let's switch to 300 wall. And later on we can change the type of walls if we want, with a different finish, etc. So now we need 150 wall. Let's duplicate this wall and create new type 150 for internal partitions. 150. Okay. And let's go around. Okay. Okay. Let's probably do this way so we see what was modeled already. So 150 there. And there. Okay. So that's it on the ground floor. And let's model floor slab on the ground floor. So the floor slab is going to be the same everywhere, and just with some terrace externally. Okay. So let's take a look how it looks on elevation. Yes, okay, let's model floor slab. For now on it's not so important, just a concept slab. So we can use 200 or 300. Let's use 300 floor slab on the ground floor, or maybe the same as on the first floor. On the first floor is going to be 400, so let's use 400 for both. So architecture, that was a floor, and let's create a simple, for now on, floor slab 400 millimeters. Edit. Let's remove all these layers. We can add them or remove later on. So delete, 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 delete. Let's use concrete, just a concrete, simple concrete material. So visually it looks the same as our walls. And let's use 400 millimeters. Okay. So we are on the ground floor, and let's just have as simple as that to follow. Oh, actually it's not a floor slab. Okay, let's model by now. Like this one, with a tab key you can select all around, so level 0. Okay, let's check how it looks. Yes, that's fine. And probably the only one thing is let's update the terrace all around. The floor slab around our external walls only by now. So basically with a tab key we can select everything we want, but we want to show it externally. Okay. It's mostly picking up the center line, but that's okay. And now let's have a model of a terrace. Let's create new material for that. Let's call it terrace. How thick it is. Let's create 2 layers of terrace. It's 100 and 100, 2 layers. Okay. And just to use maybe the same concrete or maybe something white, so it's being highlighted differently. Let's use a base as a plaster, but duplicate and call it terrace. Okay, okay. Okay, but undo this and let's create a terrace now. Floor, terrace. Now let's select it. Trim. Let's see how it looks on elevation. So I guess we model the first layer, yes, and then the second one is also 100 and with the offset of 20 mil. floor, terrace. Now we need to offset 100 mil. So the same layout, just with a 20 mil offset now. From this part. And let's trim. Okay. Sorry, it should be minus 100 offset. Yes. So now we have something similar, just with a different material. And also we can, for now, we can model just the ground around the floor, modeled as a floor by now, and it will be 200 millimeters. So let's duplicate these just as a ground, 200 millimeters. Oops. And let's create a different material. Maybe earth if we have. Yeah, let's use earth. 200 millimeters. Okay. Now offset level 0. Sorry. Let's pick up external side of walls. Sorry, we are in the ground floor. In the first floor, sorry, but need to be in the ground floor. Floor. Now we need to create it again. Duplicate. Earth. 200 millimeters. Yes. So let's pick up these lines and our external part of external walls. Okay, let's check how it looks. So it's overriding our terrace, yeah. So let's do it around the terrace. And maybe even so the terrace is visible, so we want this to be somewhere at that level. And maybe even without offset of the terrace, obviously. So the earth is under the terrace. Okay, I'm happy with that. And let's do the floor slab. Same as this one on the ground floor. Let's do it now on the first floor. And the first floor slab is 400 millimeters thick. So let's go and open first floor, architecture, floor. Let's choose 400 millimeters slab. And now so to make sure we see only cut on this one, let's select it and isolate. So we don't want to see anything underneath modeled currently, unless we don't have a slab. And let's model it. And it goes all around, okay. Trim. Here we will have a big balcony. Later on we will cut this for stairs as well, but let's keep it now simple like that. As you can see, our walls are overlapping the floor slab. And this is because we have a height offset. Now it's fine. Okay. And let's start modeling internal partitions on the first floor. They are also 150, all of them, I guess. Now we can turn on everything. Okay, 150 from level 1 up to the roof. I don't want any offset. Very simple. And later on we will model doors and all the rest. So it looks like here we have a thicker wall, same like on the ground floor. Toilet area. Okay, let's model it for now. Actually, it's going to be thinner. 100. Okay, let's do it quickly. 100 millimeters. Change to 100. Okay. Let's model this wall. and let's see what is left. So I guess we modeled everything by now. Let's check how this wall around the stairs is looking up in SketchUp model. Oops. For some reason I cannot do a section. Let's try again. Okay. Yeah, should be fine now. So yeah, this wall is thicker. Let's check the thickness. 300, okay. We have 300 wall already. And 150 there. There as well. Okay. Yes, I think for today we have finished modeling floor slabs and walls, and in the next tutorial we will start with the roof and all the rest things. Okay, thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it was useful, and if you have any questions and if you want to follow me and model the same building, the same house as in SketchUp to be modeled in Revit, please follow my videos and ask any questions you have in the comments, and if you need CAD drawings specifically for this model, I can send you. Just leave your email in the comments below. Thank you very much, guys.